Greetings, fellow Seraphs. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story, Episode 17, Fern Gully. So the idea is possibly this goes out to a path to some other separate facility, or something. Door or something, I don't know. Don't have to figure that out now. Okay, I did say that I wanted a gate. So I want a wooden fence gate, so that is 2 boards and sticks, okay. And then take my granite fences. So this is just a very... Oh, I'll put my path block here. Very makeshift way to stop bunnies from eating stuff. It's probably enough. Just to stop them from jumping easily. I also have a bad habit of leaving doors open. Alright, so now the farm is blocked off enough that the wild animals aren't going to be able to eat my stuff. And I don't have to parkour to get up there. That might be the more important part. Time in game is midnight. All right, let's get to sleep. And it looks like you guys want me to explore. That means prospecting and searching for like Terra Petra, seeds, bees, etc. What direction? Here you go. 1 minute to vote on that. While I doze off. Oh, I'm already awake. So I think I can probably put copper hammer, copper axe away. I'll put my copper pick away as well. I'm going to bring the pro pick and the shovel. I'm fine parting with them if I die and can't get them back. Not a big deal now. I want a I want a few flint spears in case I run into something that I want to kill. So I'll nap a few spearheads. That way, if I want more fat, because the fat lamp is what I need to illuminate the food cellar, and then on top of that, I need animal fat for pelts to be able to make my first set of proper armor. So having a bunch of spears to be able to just huck at whatever I need dead is really nice. So fill in my inventory a little bit of spears, but I do think I'll try to get some hunting done. All right, we're going west. Got it. I want... My protein is not quite met, but this is a big bowl of meat, of red meat stew, so let's get my protein fulfilled. Boom! Got a lot more off of that. Alright, we're good to go. Pro pick, shovel, flint spear, knife, and heading west. Can I make a bow? Yeah. Actually, that's a really good idea. What wood needs to become for raw bow? Oak? I'm going to spend a second. The reason why I want to spend a little time doing that right now is the bow staff needs to dry out, and that takes some time. So getting a bow going now will save me time in the long run. So, explore Westward and make a bow. Bow, stave? Whatever. I don't care about words. You guys know what I mean. Let's quickly find an oak tree for that. What are the other woods that can be made into bows? Oak and yew? I think there's one other wood that can do it, but I just don't know it off the top of my head, and I don't want to go wikiing. I'm also terrible at identifying trees from a distance. I mean, I know pine trees, I suppose, but oaks I think are squattier. That might be an oak. No, it's maple. They have a darker bark, and yep, here it is. Yeah, the game, there's so much stuff to do that, yeah, you can constantly detour. 100%. Everywhere you go, there's just, like, more stuff. The other thing about oak is oak is used to make tannin. So I'm going to start making tannin, too. It's not going to take me very long. I'm only adding big hiccup. I'm only adding, another minute or two. Because all I need to do is throw some water in a barrel and to cap the barrel off to start my tannin. But having a barrel full of weak tannin and a barrel full of strong tannin is going to really help to shortcut my path towards to true leatherworking. Because the best backpacks in the game are made of leather. So it's going to be helpful. And with all this oak... so the first thing I want to do is grab my saw and make myself a bow staff. Bada bing, bada boom. And then this thing needs to dry out. And it's going to dry out fastest outdoors. So I'm going to do a tool rack. And I'm just going to stick the tool rack out here and stick the staff on there. Boom, done. Dry out in the sun. So I want some extra barrels. I want one more barrel, because I'm going to do two things of tannin. I always forget the blueprint. So sticks on the corners. Got it. So these two barrels are going to be my weak and strong tannin. And let's go get a bucket and fill them up. I'm going to do this like the really easy way. Bucket already has water in it. Perfect. All right. I'm going to constantly confuse myself with that fake door. Get rid of it. Here, door, you are officially a door to nowhere. There you go. That's going to confuse me too, probably. Not what I meant to do. Infinite water trick. All right, put the bucket down. Boop. Remove the water. Put the stone path back. Done. All right, so I'm just making some tannin real quick because I'm going to want tannin eventually. So I think it's 5 logs. Done. Seal. And another 5 logs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The way to make strong tannin is you make weak tannin and then you just add more logs. So this needs to seal up for 24 hours. And now, without further ado, I'm ready to explore. Once I put the saw away. So I have my bow, staff ready, getting dried, and I have my tannin going. It really didn't add too much time. All right, it's 11 in the afternoon, or morning. The other advantage of having multiple spears is, like, for me and my wickedly bad potato aim, I have multiple attempts. Oh, it's a low weight. Trial and error, like a circus game. Another low. Oh, man, I need animal fat. All these animals are low weight. I don't have a prospect here, so let's density search. I know it's going to come up with quartz. I can see the quartz plain as day. In fact, is there sometimes you can find, not at my elevation levels, but sometimes you can actually find gold and silver and quartz. And this is a huge collapse risk. If I even touch this gravel, it's going to fall on my head. So yeah, thank you for the resub. Very poor cassiterite at 0%. I'm not even going to bother writing that down. So the reason I write down the really poor, like, ilmenite or titanium is just that it leaves a record that this area has been prospected, so I don't bother prospecting again. I'm really surprised that the prospect didn't come up with quartz, because there's, like, tons and tons of quartz here. Although quartz might just be a chunk search, not density search. And I'm pretty sure that is the case. Alright, get out of this hole. And you guys said west, so westward we go. Another way to stop spawns is these, like, stones you can just put down, and that blocks monster spawning as well. I didn't find the vessel, though. As you guys tasked me with just, like, simple exploration, I'll dig a few for vessels. Because it's possible... Oh, yeah, there's more bony soil, too. Because the nice things to find here are, like, the bony soil and the vessel. Having 7 bony soil is really sweet. And then the vessel could have really important stuff in it as well. Try the middle? I may just give up, too. Oh, you found a meteorite strike in your world, but you're not even at the Copper Age? Man, you know, on my playtest world, I did pretty much the same thing. I found meteoric iron before I even had my first tool, copper tool. It's pretty awesome. Alright, moving on. Not bothering with the searching every last place for the vessel. Oh, I got that one already. It was brown coal? You might be right. I have a bad memory. Stop. I should be marking those down, too. I hadn't up until this point, but that's probably a mistake. So, now that the music is gone, we can also try to listen for bees. Oh, or just find copper. Cheers. Leaky pine trees. My favorite. Yeah, I'll density search this. Just gotta be careful not to fall in the hole. Uh, 10% copper, or 10 parts per. So it's still poor. Ah, stupid Fern, go away. I don't want to be in Fern Gully. Oh, God! That was not the direction I meant to jump. I blame the Fern. Oh, God. Ow! Gravel. Rude. Oh, you know, I could have just prospected there. That might have been a bit easier. Yep. Do it the hard way for reasons. All right. I've not traveled very far, so let's keep moving. Those are wolves, and I'm naked, so let's run. You know, I could nerd pull, meaning like a vertical column of soil or something, to get those wolves. But there's no guarantee that those wolves are fat, and therefore will yield fat. And I'm really only looking for fat off of animals. Like, I don't really need... Well, at least for now, I don't really need hides until I find borax or lime. Or make lime. Oh, what do we got? Oh, carrot seeds. You know what? Get spoiled. Don't even care. I was hoping for, like, pumpkin or cabbage. Pumpkin and cabbage seeds cannot be, oh, that's a wolf. Can't be found, like, as plants. You have to find them as seeds. Pumpkins are rather weird to grow. They're very different than the other crops. But I already found some cabbage seeds. And there's a 5% chance that any player-planted seed, when you harvest it, will spawn extras. So even if you only ever find 5, or let's say, because I have 3 cabbage seeds so far, even if you only ever find 3 cabbage seeds, over time, as you harvest that cabbage, you can turn that 3 into more. Low weight. Okay, not gonna bother. So anytime I find sheep or pigs, I'll check their weight, and if they weigh enough for me to bother killing them, I will. With my spears. And you always get 1 seed back with your crops. Correct. Correct. You're guaranteed 1. Even if wild animals eat your crops. So like, let's say you plant, carrots out in the open and bunnies eat your carrots. When you harvest the dead carrots, you'll get your seed back. So you have to do some, hello? What? Mike? What? What's going on here? There we go. Wasn't letting me interact with the dead hair. I see a vessel. Oh, I see some ram. Low weight. Okay. What about you? Low? Yep. What about you? Wow, there's so many of them around here. Low? They're all low weight. Eat more grass, dudes and dudettes. Low. Decent. Oh, that one's decent. All right, here we go. Much easier with 4 spears, huh? Rather than the jousting with just the 1. Alright, I'm going to turn this into oiled hide. And I have all 4 spears back. Low weight. Low, low. This is cool. It's like some sort of tower. Little watchtower with food in it. Gave me a whole bunch of spelt grain. Okay, problems? I can't get out? Pictus, thank you for the resub. I appreciate you, even though you don't really have a lot of time to watch, that you swing by to resub. I really can tell you that, as a content creator, it pays the bills. I know everyone's like, oh yeah, sub, but it's like, it's the thought that counts. Alright, there's probably more bony soil here, but I'm not gonna go digging around for it. So let's mark these down as, like, cracked vessels. Like, I'll put in a black cracked vessel marker anytime I actually get the vessel. Because as far as I know, it's like 1 vessel per ruin, unless the ruin has extra ruins, like another room or something. So that way I'm not like looking for vessels. It is 6 p.m. I'll turn back sometime soon. I'm glad I started farming without holding out, waiting for finding Terra Preta. Because I gotta say, with all the searching I've done, I've not spotted it yet. It can take a while. Or luck. It makes me think, like, in these sort of, like, hilly glades, this sort of hilly grassland, like, there might be some here. But in the low light conditions I'm in now, it's going to be pretty hard to spot. It's a fruit tree. It's a pear tree. Yeah, I'll do it. So, fruit trees are not so easy to just... I only have one cutting. To just, to plant. I'm not going to bother explaining it in full, but the TLDR is that for at least the non-tropical fruit trees, you kind of need to plant them at the end of winter for them to take root. The TLDR is that the fruit trees have a certain... Oh, we're in claystone now. Oh, that is good. Oh, yeah, I mean, because the sand is claystone. Claystone is a different type of... It has a possibility of having... Oh, this one's decent weight. It has the possibility of having different natural resources that aren't available in the granite that I live in. I don't need to mark down the claystone, though, because I can see it in the sand. So yeah, let me try to explain fruit trees. So fruit trees, in order to have them take root, there's two ways to propagate fruit trees. You either can take a cutting and graft it onto an existing fruit tree, but if you want fruit trees in your base, you have to plant the cutting into the ground. And it's complicated because in order for a fruit tree as it is planted only has a 40% chance to survive. Oh god, this is going to collapse. And when you plant it, it needs to be cold. It needs like several days of cold weather in order to take root, and then 1 day of warm weather. And you're not going to get that kind of weather pattern outside of like early springtime, which is why year one is not the right time to plant fruit trees. Hold on, I have some smudge on my screen. Or year zero, rather. It's kind of a year... Oh god, I don't even have any torches on me? Wow. Someone's an idiot, and that idiot is me. Let me fix that. So I can keep this cutting for like later, but it's probably not going to be super useful to me for a while as a result of the way they work. Alright, it's dark as hell. Let's go home. Whoa. How deep is that? Let's not find out. Yeah, I don't have armor yet. For me to get armor, if you're wondering, I now have 3 large oiled pelts. The first armor that I'm going for is going to be the tin bronze lamellar armor. So it's this stuff, which is the lamellae plus pelts. I need a small pelt for the helmet. And then for the body armor, I need a bunch of the lamellae, but it can be small, medium, or large pelts. And then same for the leg armor. So I'm getting I'm oiling these hides into pelts so that if at any point you guys decide for me to work on tools and armor and weapons, I'll try to find extra cassiterite to make another run of bronze to start forging lamellae. And once I forget what the total is. It's, well, let me calculate it now. So for the helmet, it's 3. For the armor, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 19 total lamellae in order to make a full suit. With that said, there is positional damage that the enemies do. So the chance of you getting attacked in your chest is higher than your legs, is higher than your helmet. So, like, worst case scenario, you can just have, like, bronze lamellar armor for your torso and, like, something less than that, like a jerkin for your helmet and your pants, and, like, 50% of the attacks will be deflected. Oh, God. With the torso armor, you know, so even if you don't have a full set, you can make do with partials. But ideally, you'd want a full set, because you don't really... Whoa, I almost fell in that hole. You don't really get the benefit of the armor if you aren't wearing a helmet and you get attacked in the head. You're going to get killed real fast. Oh, sure. It was... Wow. Game, dude, yikes. Gave me frickin' cattails. Like, what? Who put that in a vessel? Like, who trolled me? No, whatever, I got some bony soil. Oh, actually, you know what? I got cabbage seeds, I just noticed. I take that back. Thank you, farming vessel. I thought it was just the cattails, and I thought I was getting trolled. But 3 cabbage seeds is pretty nice. Oh, some more fire clay. I'll mark it down, just in case I need fire clay. Oh, and you know what? I just wandered past a trader. So I am going to go figure out what kind of trader that is, because I'm, like, right next to it. I absolutely hate having to collect sticks when I need them. Oh, you're a beehive. Frickin' yes! Yes! Here it is. A decent-sized beehive. Oh, yes. Bees. So I'll have to make a skep. And you know what? Maybe I'll do that now. I'm not even going to return home until I have a beehive set up. Yeah, now I'm getting all the luck after I get my butt bit by wolves. You know, I actually could just sleep here, too, at the traders. They usually have a spare bed. Clothing. All right. Yeah, let's make a skep. I literally just found fire clay, like, next to the beehive, so making a skep's gonna be really easy. What's funny is, yes, I threw away those cattails, and I now need those cattails. Kind of funny that I did that, but, you know, let's pretend I didn't. Alright, skep time. How many is it? It's, 16? Maybe I should figure that out. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. This was very fruitful. Oh, what? Stupid pawn ran out of cattails. I have 15. Ah! Aim. There we go. All right, and then there was clay here. Skip time. I'll throw out the rest of the fire clay. All right, so let's talk about beekeeping, because I already explained this, but here's the TLDR. You are going to want to put the skep underneath the beehive, the empty skep. So the beehive's right here. It just needs to be within 7 tiles, but like 1 tile's fine. And then you are going to want to fill the area with flowers, because flowers encourage the bees' population to grow. So by filling the area with flowers, you expand the population of the beehive, and they will get to a certain population where they will swarm. And when they swarm, they will fill up adjacent skeps. So by running around just digging up some random ferns and stuff and planting them around the beehive, I can encourage the swarm that's here to swarm and to move into my skep. And then once there's a hive in the skep, then I can move the skep from here over to my base. Meaning that at some point it might be wise for me to prepare, a beehive spot in my base that is a few elevated spot, a few spots, a few skeps around a bunch of flowers, essentially. And I think, so you'll see right now it says nearby flowers 4. That just hasn't like updated. But it will eventually update. It just doesn't update in real time for like probably memory processing reasons. But the additional flowers will allow the population to grow, and it takes it'll take. I hear wolves. It'll take a little bit of time for the bees to swarm into the skep, and then it will take even longer for then my populated skep to then spread to adjacent tiles. But the sooner you embark on this project, the faster you can get it done. Cool. Oh, hell no. All right, I hope that's enough flowers. I don't want to get eaten by wolves, so I'm headed home. Wait. Hi, Foxy. Please come towards me. Oh, low weight. Okay. I didn't want to go into the water because my torch would extinguish and I would be find it very difficult to navigate. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story, which originally streamed live on Twitch November 17th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com or the description of this video have a link to Discord. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Seraphim.